Welcome. I'm Inger, she is Rosie, and this is Be Free Yoga. We're so glad you joined us today. This is a 1-hour Vinyasa Flow Yoga class designed for all levels. Just modify based on your fitness level, any injuries you might have, and how you're feeling today, because every day is different and every body is different. If you like practicing with no music or with your own music, you're in the right place. If you prefer to practice with my carefully curated playlist, you can find these same classes on my website, www.befreeyogaAustin.com. And that's B with 2 E's, like the bumblebee. Also there you will find a relaxing guided meditation and written reflections on the weekly topic to help you on your spiritual path. Enjoy your practice today, and thank you so much for joining us. Hi, welcome to Be Free Yoga. My name is Inger, and this is my little dog, Rosie. And thank you for joining us today. Today we're going to look at the fourth yama in the Yoga Sutras, the fourth code of conduct, which is brahmacharya, or moderation. Our theme is finding the middle way, because moderation is less about depriving ourselves and more about mindfully channeling and harnessing our energy. As I researched this class, I found several postures that are said to harness our creative and sexual energy of our sacral chakra, and I've incorporated them throughout class. So we're going to start in one of those postures, called Siddhasana, accomplished pose. Start by bringing your left heel into your pelvic floor with your foot resting on your thigh. Then tuck your right toes inside the crease of your other leg so that your heels stack on top of each other. If this isn't comfortable in your body, you can just take an easy seat. Rest your hands on your thighs and relax your shoulders. Sit up tall. Start tuning into your breath. Just take a deep inhale. Open mouth exhale. Another one, fill up your lungs. Open mouth exhale. And now just sort of find your natural breath, noticing the inhales and the exhales and the space in between. Bring yourself fully into this moment on your mat. One way that we harness and direct our energy in yoga are the bandhas. You've probably heard me mention them before in class. So we're going to start class today by exploring those. The first one is the Mula Bandha, which is your pelvic floor. You just draw up on your perineum, the area between your pubic bone and your tailbone. And this bandha is said to hold in energy. If you're pulling energy up through your feet or your sits bones from the earth, engaging your Mula Bandha holds it into place. You can try that now on the inhale. Engage your pelvic floor. Exhale, release. Your next bandha is your Uddiyana Bandha, which is your abdominal lock. To draw that one in, you just engage your belly, pull it in and up. Imagine drawing your belly button to your spine. This bandha helps move the energy up your spine into your higher chakras. So let's give that one a try. On the inhale, draw your belly up and in. Big exhale. And the next one is the Jalandhar Bandha, or chin lock, throat lock. Simply tuck your chin, lengthen through the back of your neck, and lift your sternum higher. Allow your shoulders to roll forward, but keep them relaxed to deepen the lock. This lock is said to keep the energy from escaping out of the top of your head. Think of it like the jar, the lid on a jar of your energy, holding it all in. So on the inhale, tuck your chin, relax your shoulders, lengthen through the back of your neck, and then exhale, release. Now we're going to do 3 rounds of the triple lock. On the inhale from the bottom up, you'll engage your Mula Bandha, your Uddiyana Bandha, and your Jalandhar Bandha, and then you'll release them all on the exhale. Do it 3 times. On the inhale, engage your pelvic floor, draw your belly in, tuck your chin, and then exhale, release them all. Again, from the bottom up, all 3 locks, and then exhale, release. One more time, don't overthink it. Pelvic floor, belly, chin, and then release. Beautiful. Now find your way into tabletop. Spread your fingers wide. Note if your wrists are bearing all the weight and bring it into your whole hand. Inhale, cow pose. Soften your belly. Look forward. Reach your tailbone high. Exhale, cat. Tuck your tailbone around your spine. Push into the earth. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Just starting to warm up our spine. Come back to neutral. Inhale, reach your right arm high, open twist. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your right arm underneath your body. Rest your right cheek and shoulder on the mat. Press into the back of your arm to rotate your rib cage. Keep your tailbone high. Big breath in. Big breath out. On your next inhale, push into your left hand. Come back through your open twist. And exhale into tabletop. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your left arm under your body. Rest on your left cheek and shoulder. If your cheek doesn't reach the mat, you can always use a block to support you. Press into the back of your arm. Reach your tailbone high. Stay for a couple rounds of breath. On your next inhale, rise up, back through your open twist, and exhale into tabletop. Now step back into high plank. You can do high plank on your knees if you like. One line of energy from your knees out the top of your head or on your toes. Push the floor away from you. Puff up the valley between your shoulder blades. Draw everything to the midline. Remember to breathe. Then we're going to saw back and forth. Inhale, rise up onto your tiptoes, lean forward. Exhale, send your heels to the back of the room. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Lift your head as if my hand is behind it. One more time. And then exhale into downward facing dog. First, bend your knees, spike your heels, hover your knees above the earth, and use that to help you flatten your spine. Press your chest low. Then straighten your legs, send your heels down, lengthen through the backs of them, but keep your chest low. Inhale, hover your knees, spike your heels. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Full deep inhale. Your exhale. Look to the top of your mat and take tiny steps forward for ragdoll. Feet hip width distance apart. Take a chest expansion today. Interlace your hands behind your back. Press your palms together, then reach your knuckles high as your head hangs low. Bend your knees a lot. Feel your torso hang heavy over your thighs. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. One more inhale, reach your knuckles higher. Exhale, release them to the earth. Toe heel your feet together, big toes to touch, and then slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, draw your shoulders up to your ears and then down your back. Bring your hands to your heart and push into the earth to grow taller. Close your eyes. Samastitihi. In honor of our theme of finding the middle way today, consider your personality type. Are you the kind of person that's always trying to do more and pushing harder? Maybe today, sometimes take a modification or take a step back. Listen to what's good for you. And if you're the kind of person that's a little scared to try something new, might take the easier way, push yourself to do one more thing than you would normally do. Maybe one extra chaturanga or one extra posture. Stay in touch with your energy. Use your bandhas. And draw energy up from the earth and use it to fuel your body. One more big inhale. Exhale, release your shoulders. Inhale, mountain pose. Open your eyes, reach your hands high. Tuck your pelvis, stack your crown over your shoulders, over your hips. And engage your Mula Bandha. Draw energy up from the earth through your feet. And then hold it in by engaging your pelvic floor. Take a big breath in. Exhale, side bend to the right. Lightly clasp your left wrist and then draw your hands up and over. Keep your shoulders facing the front of the room. Stretch your left armpit, shoulder, and lat. Inhale back through center. Release your grip. Exhale, side bend to the left. Grow tall. Then bend to the left. Keep your right shoulder open. Let your right hip move to the side wall. Gaze up past your armpit. Inhale back to mountain. Exhale, grip your hands behind your back. Inhale, back bend with a chest expansion. Push your knuckles low as you open your heart up. Engage your Uddiyana Bandha here, your belly lock. Draw your belly button into your spine. It'll support your back bend. One more inhale. Exhale, keep your grip as you fold forward. Start to lengthen through the backs of your legs now. Press your palms together, knuckles reach high. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, halfway lift, release your grip, hands on your shins. Find cow in your spine, tweeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant your hands, fingers spread wide. Hinge forward, lower halfway, elbows in at your sides. Inhale, up dog, thighs levitate off the floor. Exhale, down dog. Draw your hips up and back. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, rise up on your tiptoes, spike your heels. Exhale, send your heels low. Inhale, rise up on your tiptoes. Keep your shoulders open even as you do this. And then exhale, heels go low. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, open heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain swan dive up. Exhale, side bend to the right. We're linking breath to movement now. Keep your shoulder open, face the front. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, interlace your hands. Maybe take the opposite grip now. Inhale, back bend with the chest expansion. And exhale, fold forward. Hands go high as you go low. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Fight gravity on the way down. Keep your head lifted, spine long. Inhale, upward facing dog. Reach your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up on your tiptoes. Exhale, sink your heels low. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, low. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Root down to rise up. Exhale, side bend to the right, grow long, then bend. Inhale, back through center. Switch your grip. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, back bend with chest expansion. Exhale, forward fold. Reach your fist high. Inhale, halfway lift, open heart. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Starting to get warm now. Rise up on your tiptoes. Exhale, sink your heels low. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, one-legged mountain. This is a big transition, so find a way that it works for you. Rise up and lift your left knee. Micro bend your standing leg, then grow your torso longer. Level your hips and flex your foot. Full breath in. Exhale, figure four pose. Cross your left ankle over your thigh. Bring your hands to your heart and relax your shoulders. Press your chest into the outside edges of your thumbs. Keep your left knee open towards the earth. You can stay right here. Maybe you have some chairs to support you in your balancing today. Or I'll show you a few other levels. If you want to go further, you can bring your forearms to your shin. Imagine you have a bucket of water inside your legs and you don't want to spill any. Sit your hips lower. You can hold this, or you could come into a forward fold. Send your hips high, hands to some blocks or the earth. Keep your left knee open as you fold. Or if you want to explore, you can try toe stand with me. Bend your standing leg and come to sitting on your heel. Slow, controlled movements. Again, keep the left knee open. This is another one of those postures to help us unlock and harness our creative and sexual energy. I like to use a block in this posture to help me balance. Maybe you will too. You can try bringing one hand to your heart, maybe two. Try and keep pushing into the earth with your standing foot so that you're not just sitting relaxed on your heel. Keep that standing leg engaged. One more round of breath. And let's find our way back up the way we came. Take your time. Slow, controlled movements back into one-legged mountain. Level your hips, flex your foot, big breath in, go taller. Exhale, low lunge, like you're moving through honey. Hands surround your foot. Engage your core, tent your fingers, draw your belly off your thigh. Inhale, warrior two, plant your back heel and windmill up. Engage the middle of your right glute to open your knee. Make sure it's stacking over your heel. Keep your arms active and your shoulders away from your ears. One more inhale. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up your heart. Exhale, ostrich pose. Yet another one of these special postures for harnessing and using our energy. Press your palms together, send your knuckles high. Direct your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Keep your lunge low and your knee open. No tension in your head or neck. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, big transition, reverse warrior. Unlock your hands, high five the back wall with your right hand. Find length in both sides of your body, then reach back. Is your front knee still bent and open? Full breath in. Exhale, half moon. Another fun balancing one. I like to have a block on the tall, setting at the front of my mat. Root into your right foot and lift your left. This is an open hip posture. So once you find your balance, find a drishti or something to look at to help you balance. Then open up your left side body, stack your left hip and shoulder over your right. Flex your foot, flare your toes, keep that lifted leg active. See if you can stack your hands and shoulders in one line. And if you fall, that's okay. And actually, while we're on the subject, if you're not comfortable tipping over that far, you can just practice balancing on one foot. That's great for your stabilizer muscles. You don't have to go really far down. If you're on your block, maybe you want to play with lifting your fingers off your block for a second. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Step back as lightly as you can. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, side angle. Reach forward. Tick-tock your arms to north and south. Use your right obliques to lift and lengthen your spine. And then press your arm into your leg to rotate your rib cage. Gaze up. Remember to breathe. Inhale, Utthita arms. Reach your biceps by your ears. Get long. Imagine your arms can stretch. Full inhale. Exhale, chaturanga of your choice. Another chance to take the middle way here. Do you need to do it on your knees? Do you want to skip it? Do you want to go for it? Flow through your vinyasa and meet in downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale it to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. On your next inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee lifts. Rise up the way that works for you. Flex your foot, parallel your thigh with the floor. Strong mountain arms. Grow taller. Exhale, figure four. You know your options now. Cross your right ankle over your thigh. Keep your right knee open. Find good posture. Relax your shoulders, hands to heart center. You can stay right here, or you can fold forward. Bring your forearms to your shin. Then try not to spill any of that water between your legs. Send your hips back. Finding an unmoving point of focus to look at really helps here. Also imagine that tap root going down to the center of the earth from your standing foot. You can do a forward fold, or you can try toe stand. Remember to keep pressing into the earth so you're not just relaxed sitting on that heel. Use some blocks to help you balance. Keep your foot flexed and your knee open. Whew. You got this. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're at. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then come back the way you entered. See if you can move slowly, maybe even a little gracefully. Use all the control you have. Come back to one-legged mountain, level hips, big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. How slowly and lightly can you step back? Beautiful. Inhale, warrior two. Plant your back heel, windmill up. Imagine you're pressing down on water. Fire up your triceps here. Look to the front. And then exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Take the opposite grip. Inhale, tweeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, ostrich. Hinge forward now. Your left shoulder is inside your left knee. Press into it. Direct your knee open. Can your knuckles reach higher? Can your head relax more? Couple of rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, reverse warrior, rise up with control. Keep your lunge low as you reach back. And exhale, half moon. Shift your weight forward into your left foot. Find your block if that helps you. And lift your back leg. Open up your right hip and shoulder. It's like star pose tipped over. Keep your toes flared, your foot flexed and active. Check in with your front toes and see if they're pointing to the front of the room. If you're like me, you might have a tendency to pigeon toe to help you with balance. Something to work towards, something to think about. Maybe you float your hand off your block. One more inhale. Exhale. Warrior two. Land as lightly as you can. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep lunging low. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward and down. Equal weight in both feet here. Knee stacked over your ankle. Lengthen your spine. Then send your left ribs under your right ribs. Gaze up. On the inhale, Utthita arms. You gotta fire up your obliques here. Hold that imaginary beach ball, get long. Exhale, chaturanga. Option for an ekapada. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Your full deep inhale. And a nice exhale. Now we're gonna flow with our breath. One time on each side. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee lifts. Find your balance. Exhale, upright figure four. Good posture, sink your hips low. Inhale, back to one-legged mountain. Exhale, low lunge. Slow and controlled. Inhale, blossom open to warrior two. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, ostrich. Press your palms together. Stay for the inhale. Reach your knuckles high. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and back. Exhale, half moon. Shift your weight forward. Your body knows what it's doing now. We've been here once before. On the inhale, stack your shoulders and hips. Exhale back to warrior two. Land lightly. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Make every transition and posture deliberate and sacred. Inhale, Utthita, arms get long, keep your lunge low. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Use your Uddiyana Bandha there. Keep your lower back safe. Exhale, down dog. One more side to go. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, all the way up into one-legged mountain. Right leg lifts. Micro bend your standing leg, grow taller. Exhale, figure four. Open your knee. Sit a little lower, hands to your heart. Inhale, back through one-legged mountain. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, blossom open, warrior two. Exhale, take your opposite grip. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, ostrich. This is another one of those energy harnessing poses. Feel it here as you fold forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and back. Exhale, half moon. Stand on your front foot, lift your right foot. We're not here long. Full breath in, open up more. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, shift forward. Keep your arms long in line with your shoulders. Inhale, Utthita arms, reach for what you want, rotate your shoulders. Exhale, Chaturanga. Or skip it and meet in down dog. You can even take a break in child's pose. Inhale on the up dog. Exhale on the down dog. Your breath in, your breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. And exhale, come through to a seat. So strong. I didn't mention at the beginning of class, but you'll need a strap later on, or a dish towel, or just anything you can hold on to. Before you take a drink of water, I'm going to read you a quote. Aristotle said, "It is better to rise from life as from a banquet, neither thirsty nor drunken." So be really mindful about how much water you take in right now. I know sometimes you're tired and thirsty, you want to chug the whole thing, and then it's like sloshing around in your stomach and you're uncomfortable. But if you deprive yourself, you're dehydrated. So find the middle way here as you drink this water. All right, when you're ready, we're going to meet on our back for some crunches. Core work is so important. Starting off with basic crunches, just lay on your back, feet flat on the floor. Instead of interlacing your hands behind your head today, we're just going to layer them, one resting inside the other. Elbows wide. Imagine your lower back is a rubber stamp and the floor is an ink pad. Press it down. Take a full breath in. Exhale, crunch, lift your chest and chin. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Rather than pulling on your neck, let your head be heavy in your hands. Keep your belly drawn in, your Uddiyana Bandha engaged. Move at your own speed and with your own breath. I'll count down for time, not for reps. 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Now cross your left ankle over your right thigh for a figure 4 crunch. Direct your left knee towards the front of the room. Flex your foot just like we did when we were standing. Full breath in. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. If you want to make this a little more challenging, option to float your right foot off the floor. Keep your lower back glued down, your head heavy in your hands. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now tip your knees to the right. Plant your right foot on the floor. But we're still going to lift straight up. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Shoulders in line with the ceiling as you lift. Imagine by contracting your left oblique, you can draw your shoulders up off the floor. Really shorten that side of the body with every crunch. Head still heavy in your hands. How can you feel it more on your left side? 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Bring your hips back centered on your mat. Uncross your legs and bring your right ankle over your left thigh. Direct your right knee to the front of the room and flex your foot. Big inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. When you lower, maybe you just hover above the earth. Maybe you float your left foot off the floor. Do not hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tip your knees to the left. Plant that right foot on the floor. Keep your shoulders centered. Big breath in. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now we're lifting our shoulders by engaging our right oblique. Imagine closing the distance between your lower ribs and your hip bone every time you lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your arms out wide. Gaze to the right. Nice figure 4 twist. Nothing to do here, just relax. Then inhale, come back through center, switch out your legs, plant your right foot, cross your left ankle over and twist in the other direction. Look to the left. Inhale back through center. And take a long good morning stretch. Point your toes, reach your arms overhead, soften your belly. Let your lower back arch up. Take a few rounds of breath here. Joseph Campbell, a professor of mythology, talks about how we can find our sweet spot, our middle way, by fully being present and acknowledging the spiritual nature of every moment. He says, be true to the purpose and limits of each thing in existence. Behave purely and serve purely the reality of what you are given, by making every human function without exception a religious act of sacrifice and worship. So today, even our drink of water was a mindful, sacred act. So as you sit here and your long stretch, your good morning stretch, sort of set an intention for the rest of class to be very mindful about every act, every transition, every breath. Full inhale, feel the expansion of your lungs. Exhale, release. Come onto your left side or your right side. Well, let's start with left. You're sort of in the pose of a model here on your left elbow. Instead of being on the bony part of your hip, let your hips rock back so you're on the soft part of your hip. Send one arm, your right arm overhead, full inhale. We're going to start off with the first level. Exhale, crunch, draw your top knee and your right elbow together. Squeeze your right side body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. The next level would be to lift both knees like this. Hover and squeeze. If you want to add more, next time you squeeze, pause at the top and do a scissor kick. Send your top leg back and your bottom leg forward. Then squeeze it all together and then lengthen. And then the final addition is to come off your elbow and just rest lightly on your fingertips. So you have to hold more of the weight in your body. Remember to breathe as you go and go at your own slow, controlled pace. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's good. Now flip over to your other side. On your right elbow now, find your sweet soft spot of your hip. Reach your left arm overhead. Big inhale and exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Now pick the level that works for you. You can lift both knees. You can add your scissor kick. When you're at the top, top leg back, bottom leg forward. And you can rise lightly onto your hand. Really focus on your left side body. Keep that engaged. Four, 3, 2, 1. So good. Whew. You did it. And as your reward, you get to meet in high plank. Take a sip of water if you need to, readjust, and then meet me in high plank. We're just going to hold it for a few seconds. Spread your fingers wide, press into the pads of your fingertips, and let your palms rise up off the floor. Lift your head so your spine is one long line. Full breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. We have one more standing series on each side, and we're going to take a block with us. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Dial your right pinky toe down. Squeeze your right glute. Equal weight in both hands. Full breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Push the floor away so you can step through lightly. Engage your core and find a block. Inhale, warrior one. Shorten and widen your stance so you can plant your back heel and rise up. Hold the block between your hands. Adjust your stance so that you can bend your right knee, stack your knee over your ankle. Inwardly rotate your back thigh so that your left hip comes forward. Press into the outside edge of your back foot. Lift your chin, big inhale. Exhale, pyramid pose. Straighten your front leg, hinge forward. I'm going to use my block on the medium setting, but you can use it on any setting that works for you. Pull your right femur into your hip socket and then direct your right hip down. On the inhales, lift and lengthen your spine. And on the exhales, imagine drawing your chest towards your shin. Hang out here for a couple of breaths. Push into your front big toe. On your next inhale, Revolve triangle. Send your right hand high. Your left hand's already on your block, just where it needs to be. Stack your right shoulder over your left. Reach your hand high. Send your right hip back and down. Long spine, then twist it. Maybe don't put so much weight in your hand. Keep it in your feet. One more inhale. Exhale back through pyramid. Hang heavy. Inhale, airplane. Pick up your block. Hold it to your heart. And then shift your weight forward. Lift your back foot. Level your hips, scissor your thighs together. Squeeze your left glute. Look down at your mat. Fire up all the parts of your back body to keep your torso and leg lifted. This is one of those situations where you don't have to tip over very far. Just practice your balance. One more inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Hinge forward. My block is on the high setting now, still under my left hand. Relax your torso. Squeeze your left glute. Keep your lifted leg super active. Push into your standing big toe. Inhale, revolved half moon. Keep your left hand on your block and reach your right arm high. Stack your shoulders, long spine, then twist. Pay attention to your back leg. Everything's fired up. One more inhale. Exhale, keep your twist. Step back into crescent lunge. And then rise up, bring your block to your heart space, crescent lunge with a twist. Press into your block. Fire up your back leg, spike your heel. Inhale back through crescent lunge. Arms reach high. Hips face forward, big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Set your block to the side. Take the chaturanga that works for you. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So great. One more side to go. You got this. Inhale, lift your left heel high. One long line of energy. Squeeze your glute, reach through your heel. Exhale, heel to toe if you can as you step through. Find your block. Inhale, warrior one. Plant your back heel, rise up. Shine the headlights of your hips forward. Grab that block. Reach your arms high. Full inhale. Exhale, pyramid. Straighten your front leg. I'm going to do my block on medium height. You do what works for you. Under your right hand. Send your left hip back and down. Micro bend in your front leg. Lengthen on the inhales. Deepen on the exhales. Inhale, revolve triangle. Block on your right hand, lift your left hand high. Send your left hip back and down. Lengthen your spine, then rotate your shoulders. Look up, bring the twist into your cervical spine. Is your back heel still on the floor? One more inhale. Exhale, back through pyramid. Inhale, airplane. Block to your heart, shift your weight forward. Float your back heel off the floor. Level hips. Fire up your back body again. Keep pressure on this block, squeeze it. Everything's active. One more breath in. Exhale, standing splits. Release your torso, let it hang heavy, but keep your back leg active. Flare your toes. Inhale, revolved half moon, left hand goes high. Take your time getting there. How much weight do you have in your hand? Root down through your foot. It's okay if one side's a little different than the other. Open your shoulders. Look back. One more inhale. Exhale, step your foot back. Rise up to crescent lunge with a twist. Press into your block. That'll fire up your arms and your pecs. Spike your back heel. Back leg active. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach high. Keep your belly drawn in. Bend your front knee. Full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Ditch your block. If I'm not mistaken, this is your last chaturanga of class. Big breath in. Use the strength of your core to lift your hips into down dog. Whew, you did so good. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your right knee behind your wrist. Stay upright long enough to work to parallel your shin with the front of the room. Center your hips. Big breath in, and then exhale, lower down into sleeping pigeon. You can use a block as your pillow. Find a position that's comfortable for you. And if half pigeon is not comfortable for you, a great option is figure 4 on your back. You can still get a nice hip opener in figure 4. Once you're here, and yet another famous posture for corralling our energy, try engaging your pelvic floor, your Mula Bandha. Draw your thighs together, fire it up, and then exhale, release. Let's do that 3 times again, and release. Relax any tension in your fingers and face. Draw up on your pelvic floor and then release. Couple breaths of stillness. On your next inhale, rise up slowly, sit to the side, and swing your left leg over on top of your right. I'll face the front to show you cow face pose. Your knees are in line with the front of the room and your heels are on either side of your hips. Sit up tall, root into both sits bones. You can see how by crossing your legs really tight, you're engaging that Mula Bandha and holding in your energy. It's the common factor in a lot of these poses we're doing today. Grab your strap in your right hand or your dish towel or whatever you have handy. And then take an ecstasy arm, bend your elbow, hand behind your neck. Reach your left arm behind you and capture the other end of your strap. And then keep that good posture. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes. Take a few rounds of breath, really be here. You can do the same shoulder stretch in an easy seat. One more breath in. Exhale, release your strap. Swing your left leg back around. For the other side, meet in down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the other side. Send your left knee behind your left wrist. Work to parallel your shin. Keep your toe pointed unless it's all the way parallel. Level your hips, and then slowly lower down into half pigeon. You can just relax, or if you want to join me in Mula Bandha engagement, fire up your pelvic floor, squeeze your thighs together, and then release. Again, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. On your next inhale, rise back up onto your hands. Set your hips to the side, swing your right leg on top. For cow face pose on the other side. I always like to imagine why they call this cow face pose. But if you see it from the side, you can almost imagine a cow face with I don't know, that's my theory. Not sure. Strap in your left hand this time. Root down through both sits bones. Right hand goes around and grabs your strap. Draw your right shoulder down, lift your chin, and close your eyes. Full breath in. Exhale, release your strap. Then bring both of your feet together and draw your heels as far into your pelvic floor as you can for nobility pose. Hold onto your feet, lengthen your spine, and then walk your hands forward. If you're like, oh, I don't bend forward at all, it's very helpful to sit on the edge of a block. Then you'll be able to lengthen your spine and fold. Consciously release muscular energy in your hips and let your knees fall open. On your next inhale, rise back up. Come into a shoulder stand. Lower down onto your back, slow and controlled. You can take a shoulder stand that's supported with a block by sliding a block underneath you and lifting your feet high. Or you can bring your elbows in at your side and then rock your hips up and capture them with your hands. Point your toes skyward. Notice how you have a natural throat lock here, a natural Jalandhar Bandha. Your chin is tucked, your sternum is lifted, and we have the energy running in its opposite from the habitual direction. From our toes to our chin, we're holding it in. A few rounds of breath. One more inhale. Bend your knees. Slowly lower your hips down. We're going to go briefly into supported fish. This is where you have your blocks in a T shape under your head like a pillow in between your shoulder blades. Beautiful heart opener. Make sure you're not feeling it in your back. You want this block pretty high. And take your arms like the wings of a bird today. Outstretch them to the side. Slight bend in your elbow. Let your body fold over the edges of your block. Start to melt into the earth. Practice moderation in all things except love. Gary Zukav. So use this open-hearted posture to feel an abundance of love. Couple more rounds of breath here. One more breath in. Exhale, roll onto your side. Remove your blocks from underneath you. And then come onto your back for a happy baby. Reach up and grab the outside edges of your feet or your shins or the backs of your thighs. Imagine that rubber stamp again. Seal your sacrum on the earth. Flatten your shoulders down. Take the movements that feel good to you. One more inhale. Exhale, full wind removing pose. Curl up into a ball. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Tuck your chin, bring your forehead to your knees. Full inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Stretch your legs long, palms up. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Let your body be heavy and feel the earth rise up to support you. And before we find stillness, join me in a slow opening and closing of your hands. As I read you this quote by Rumi, your hand opens and closes, opens and closes. If it were always a fist or always stretched open, you would be paralyzed. Your deepest presence is in every small contracting and expanding. The two is beautifully balanced and coordinated as birds' wings. Now find stillness in your hands and in your mind, and rest for a few moments in the most important posture of the day. Before you attempt any movement, start to deepen and lengthen your breath. And wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle out your ankles and your wrists. Let your head fall to one side and then to the other. And take a long good morning stretch. Notice all the space you've created in your body. Full inhale. And exhale into fetal pose on your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow. This is your chance to reinvent yourself from the ground up. So in honor of our theme of moderation and finding the middle way, set an intention to just become aware of where you direct your energy this week. Are you directing your energy in the direction of the things that you value in your life? The things that you want to grow? And as always, when your energy runs low, remember to take a break and recharge. On your next inhale, rise up with as little movement as possible to an easy seat on your mat. Bring your hands to your heart and lengthen your spine. Take a full community inhale, fill up your lungs. Open mouth, exhale. Bring your hands to third eye center. The light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in me recognizes and adores the light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in each of you. Bow forward and seal our practice with a namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for exploring the middle way with me this week, and I look forward to seeing you next time.